Welcome to the Cowboys versus Ninjas podcast. Today, we've got, we're looking at ninjas, but not your typical ninjas.
Right.
We're talking future ninjas, ninjas with tech, ninjas with, well, maybe not tech. It's a whole thing.
It's a fascinating area, yeah. A lot of different ways to approach that.
We've got these two stories, flash fiction, short and sweet, but man, they pack a punch. And the listeners sent them in, so big thanks to them.
I always love to see what the listeners are into.
Exactly. So we're going to break them down, see what makes these future ninjas kick, what makes them, ninjas in the first place.
Right. What are the core elements? How are they changed by the setting? How are they,
Yeah, exactly. So first up is scrap metal savior. And this one's interesting. It's a dystopian future, right?
Right.
But the tech it's almost like they've gone backwards. It's limited. And the ninjas, they're the resistance fighters.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so it starts with this kid, Jin. And he's not like a ninja master. He's more of a
tinkerer.
Yeah, like a gearhead. He's good with his hands, loves machines. And the story starts with him and his friend, May, holed up in this abandoned workshop. And things get real tense real fast.
Yeah, I can imagine. Dystopian future, abandoned workshop. Doesn't sound like a relaxing place to be.
Not at all. And then bam, May comes bursting in.
Yeah.
Commander Sato's enforcers are on their way. Like, these guys are the muscle for whatever this oppressive regime is.
Right. So immediately we've got this clash, the underdog ninjas versus this powerful force.
Exactly. And June, he doesn't panic. I mean, maybe a little. But he looks around this workshop and he starts, his brain just goes into overdrive. He sees weapons everywhere.
That's interesting. So instead of like traditional ninja weapons, he's improvising.
Oh, totally. It's all scrap metal and spare parts.
Right.
And he builds this crazy harpoon launcher thing. Yeah, from like old springs and a dented pressure tank, and I don't even know. The description is amazing. You can practically hear the gears grinding and the metal clanging, and all the while, those enforcers are getting closer and closer.
So it's a race against time.
Oh, totally. And then they bust in. Commander Sato's right there, sneering, all nowhere left to run, rebels. And you just know it's about to go down.
Oh, man, what happens?
June, he fires that harpoon. And it doesn't hit anyone, thank goodness. But it hits the supports for the building above. The whole facade comes crashing down on the enforcers.
Wow, talk about using your surroundings. That's classic ninja thinking right there.
Right, total chaos, dust everywhere. And June and May, they disappear. Vanish into the alleyways.
Classic escape.
And later, they come back to the same street. It's all, wrecked and quiet. And Gene, he has this realization, like maybe he's not a traditional ninja, but maybe that's okay. Maybe in this world, being scrappy and inventive, that's enough.
So scrap metal savior, it's not just about ninjas in a dystopia. It's about what makes someone a survivor, a hero, even when they don't fit the mold.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now let's jump to cyberpunk ninjas, Ghost Protocol. And this one, oh man, this is high tech.
Oh yeah, cyberpunk. Bring on the neon and the chrome.
Neo Tokyo. Big corporations running everything, and the big bad is the Arasaka Corporation.
Yeah.
Real nasty pieces of work.
So totally different vibe than the low-tech dystopia of scrap metal savior.
Oh yeah, night and day. And our ninja here is Aiko. And she's got it all. Cybernetic enhancements, neural interface jack. She moves like a shadow.
So she's augmented enhanced. A real cyber ninja.
And get this, she's got an AI companion.
Yeah.
Zero. And he's not just like a helpful program. He's got personality, cracking jokes. But also, he's feeding her intel.
So it's like a partnership, a blend of human and artificial intelligence.
Yeah. And their mission, it's big. Infiltrate Arasaka HQ and steal data that could, bring the whole corporation down.
Classic high-stakes espionage with a cyberpunk twist.
Right. So Aiko, she gets in. No problem. I mean, she's a cyber ninja. Security lasers, pressure plates, guards, it's nothing to her.
So the technology, it's an obstacle, but it's also a tool for her.
Yeah. And Zero, he's feeding her the blueprints, the patrol routes, everything. They're a team.
That's cool. So they're using the enemy's tech against them, a very modern kind of espionage.
And then she hits the server room. This is the heart of Arasaka. All their secrets, all their dirty dealings.
And Zero, I bet he's in his element here.
Oh, yeah. He, projects himself into the data stream, helps her with the hacking.
Yeah.
And it's described as this, mental battle. Security protocols are like these venomous snakes trying to block her.
Wow, so the danger is digital.
But Aiko, she pushes through, and then bam, Arasaka, they detect her. And the counterattack, it hits her mind like a runaway train.
Oh, so even with all the tech, there's still that vulnerability.
Yeah, but Zero, he pulls her out. Just in time. They escape through a ventilation shaft. Old school.
Back to basics. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the best.
Right. And she gets away with the data. This little chip, but it's like a beacon of hope.
The spark that could ignite the rebellion.
And the story ends with Aiko looking in a mirror. But she doesn't see, just a girl. She sees a warrior. And the Ghost Protocol, that's what they're calling this rebellion, it's just beginning.
So even in this high-tech world, the ninja spirit is still there. It's just adapted, evolved.
So we've got these two stories, these two visions of future ninjas. One's low-tech, one's high-tech. They're both ninjas, right? So what do you think? What are the core elements that stay the same no matter the setting?
Well, even though their worlds are so different, both June and Aiko are facing down powerful forces. They're both fighting for freedom, and they're both using their skills, whatever those skills may be, to outsmart and outmaneuver their opponents. And they're both working in the shadows, right?
Yeah. It's like the spirit of the ninja, that adaptability, that resourcefulness, that never give up attitude, it's all still there.
Exactly. It's not about the tools, it's about the mindset.
And it's interesting how the level of tech kind of shapes how that resistance plays out, right? Like in Scrap Metal Savior, it's all about using what you've got. It's very hands-on. But in Ghost Protocol, it's about taking that tech and turning it against the people who created it. Almost like hacking the system.
Yeah, both valid approaches. And in a way, they both reflect something about how we think about technology today, right? That tension between wanting to simplify, to go back to basics, and also wanting to push the boundaries to see what's possible.
That's a good point.
I think that's one of the things that makes these stories so compelling. They're not just about ninjas. They're about us and how we navigate a world that's constantly changing.
So, listeners, you've heard two awesome takes on future ninjas. But what about other figures, right? Like, what about a samurai with a laser katana or a musketeer with a plasma rifle? What do you think? What other iconic figures could be reimagined in these kind of futuristic settings?
It's a fun thought experiment, and it makes you wonder, what are the core values of those figures, and how would they manifest in a different context?
Exactly. So much to think about. Thanks for joining us for this look at future ninjas. And don't forget to rate and follow the Cowboys vs. Ninjas podcast for more stories of, well, cowboys and ninjas and everything in between.
See you next time.
See ya.